Madden football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs and is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Commanders and the Lions, all that and more, coming up next.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 70 yards. And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
And he more than did his part, the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
To about the 35, second down. As you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and get their best performances.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Here's Daniels. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that would be the last shot that they take in this game.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. This out quickly to Williams. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll leave them with third and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Goff now looks to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, Goff. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Throwing again is Goff. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now it's Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Jack Fox now. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. Able to power through. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it will be Washington football now with a first and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love the blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Holding, offense.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. To the air goes Daniels. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The coverage we just saw him break out on third down. Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
80 yards on the ground here for Harris. It's a first down. Here comes third and about a foot. Here's Goff. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to push your receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Gone. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They begin the drive with Robinson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Daniels. Flushed out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's an early scrambler to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run. Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Goff. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. It's Goff. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that is incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Daniels. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And he is caught, finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. is looking to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I don't care if you're taking it in round one, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Gibbs straight ahead. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. This now a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
In motion goes Patrick. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Getting to the ball that time was Jeremy Chin.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? To the air again, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tim Patrick from a yard out. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of that, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Commanders preparing for their next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
To throw is Daniels. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels steps away to his left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Daniels. And he whips that one incomplete there.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. But Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurtled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it's going to be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe they'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This is swung out to Eckler. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down. To the air goes Daniels. Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first round.
To the right side and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
That's the gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Another run for Gibbs here. 144 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the give, here's Gibbs. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. That's complete to the Porter. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To Williams on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It was Cleveland Ferrell who was able to rush in and make that tackle. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 34 yards. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Commanders' offense set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, possession, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Complete to Zacchaeus. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Working out of the gun, Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. Robinson on a give right side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. They needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a fourth down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So it was 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3, but I'm not sure that that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all, but the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
9 yards to pick up there. It's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 164 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Goff now to throw. That's to the tight end Laporta. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
The Washington offense set to take over.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Daniels. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had a lot of chances but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Man, it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a 1st down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Daniels looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Daniels. That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
From the gun on 3rd down. Daniels. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. On 4th down, here's Daniels. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Here's Daniels.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Daniels airing one out for Crowder. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, 40 yards.
And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24, 13 our score. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was all capped off on the touchdown reception by Jamison Crowder.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time.
Here's Goff. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
They need 18 yards here on third down.
Gone.
Now he's through to midfield. He's to the 15.
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams,
82 yards.
and the Lions are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The point after is good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender and work to the defense's advantage on that play.
Daniel's going to throw for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give running left with Montgomery.
Holding. Offense.
That's on the former first-rounder Taylor Decker. They'll hand off to Reynolds. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
In motion left goes a tight end. To throw is Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. Bates' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Daniels. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Jeremy Chin there defensively. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
To the air goes Daniels. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 34 yards. And the Commanders first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. His pass finds Brown on the comeback route. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. A throw out wide going to be incomplete. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.